I'm Mighty Q-Dog, and you're listening to the Cartridge Club.
Just say it.
Weekly.
Weekly. Big week this week.
Yeah, I think I'm player one.
I'm player two. I didn't realize we were doing this.
Yeah, right on. So I want to, if you're a new listener, I want to thank you for tuning in. This is Cartridge Club Weekly. So what we do for this show is we give a brief rundown of gaming news from the week, as well as an update on what's been going on in the Cartridge Club community. Then we will tackle the Cartridge Club mission for the week, talk about a quick topic, and round everything off with some answers to community questions.
I forgot to look what the mission's going to be this week.
Yeah, you should have looked because you are heavily involved in that.
Oh, boy.
So, it's too bad that I didn't send out a tweet reminding you to check the app.
I looked this morning, there was nothing. You must have, just done it.
I did not. So we're going to jump into some gaming news. Slow-ish week this week. First up today, recording today, not today, you're listening to this today. Nintendo had a Nintendo Direct focused entirely on Splatoon 2.
Did you watch it?
I watched it when I got home from work, yeah.
Fill me in.
Hype building. So this Direct was clearly aimed at people who did not play Splatoon 1.
What makes you say that?
They talked about the game modes, they talked about the gear and how the gear affects your abilities. They gave it was a here's Splatoon the basics. And I think that's okay. They realized, I think, that a lot of people didn't buy the Wii U, and a lot of people who have purchased the Switch might not necessarily have owned a Wii U. But this game looks like it comes out on July 21st, and it looks like it's going to hit the gaming world straight in the mouth like a Mike Tyson uppercut.
Oh, my goodness.
It is poised.
You think it's going to be that good?
Buddy.
I'm not a big Splatoon guy.
So they do these things called Splatfests, where they give you 2 different topics, and you have to vote which one you think is better, and then you fight on the team that weekend. So the weekend comes out, Splatfest comes out. So this week, the first one is Team Cake or Team Icing. Ice cream. Do you prefer cake or do you prefer ice cream? Clearly,
I chose.
Julian tweeted that. So I chose the best answer, which is obviously ice cream.
Yes, it is.
So when that weekend comes, I will fight on Team Ice Cream against people who voted Team Cake.
Well, it's pretty one-sided. There's only going to be 2 people?
2 people that chose cake. Should be, yeah.
That's right.
And they're both lactose intolerant. That's why they chose it. But
lactose intolerant cake
Nintendo is doing an amazing thing. This Splatfest takes place on the weekend of July 15th. It's a week before the game comes out.
Oh.
So everybody has a chance to demo their biggest game mode a week before the game comes out if you own a Switch.
So it's free to play.
It's free to play, and the app is launching alongside this at the same time.
That's what I wrote down. Had they talked about it at all? Did they show it in use?
They showed a Splatoon character using an app on a phone that was red.
Okay.
I think there's images on Kotaku and Polygon of the app itself.
Okay.
It's going to be big, man. It's going to be big. Do you have Splatoon pre-order?
I do not.
Well, then you can't. It's sold out.
Oh, no, that's okay. The Splatoon is?
Splatoon 2 is sold out.
But what I want to know about...
Sorry, I should be more. It's sold out. Pre-orders are sold out on Amazon. You can likely still pre-order at EB Games or Best Buy.
Wow, they're really sold out.
It was the number 2 sold item on Amazon.
Was number 1?
Not game. Item. It was the number 2.
What was number 1?
I don't know. Number 2 purchased items on this whatever day it was. The day they announced the Direct, it was a couple days ago. Splatoon was the number 2 sold item on Amazon.
That's surprising. Wow.
Sold out. Amazon sold out.
That is crazy.
Of a game that they have made tons of. Nintendo hasn't sold out of a game in I don't know how long. And this is a game that everybody said, oh, no one's going to buy that. They bought it on the Wii U.
Well, all those people aren't going to buy it. Oh, wait, yes, they are.
And you're going to miss out.
So, that's fine. The online, though,
free till 2018.
Free, including the mobile app, right?
Right. So that brings up something I'm glad you brought that up.
I'm happy I brought that up, too.
I don't know how they're going to be able to justify giving it away for free for the next 6 months, and then in January telling all of the people who have bought and are playing Splatoon and loving it, now you have to pay to play this online.
Well, it's not like it's a secret. They all know.
But you're giving it away for free right now.
Yeah, it's like a demo, like you said before.
I don't know, man. I think that's
they get you hooked.
That
The first hit is always free.
That
dude.
is a salty, salty pill. What if the only
it's their own fault? They know
what
better.
if the only difference?
I don't care. They know. Everybody knows.
Between January 1st, 2019 or 2018, and December 31st, 2017, online is the Super Nintendo or the classic Nintendo game library available, the Netflix feature.
What else?
If that's the only difference, and somebody who isn't. Well, what if I'm someone who only wants to play Splatoon? There are people who bought the Wii U and played just Splatoon.
Man, what you're saying is ridiculous. If you want to play one PlayStation 4 game, you still have to pay for PS Plus.
But PlayStation didn't give it to you for free for 6 months.
That's a gift. They should be thankful. I don't know what you're talking about.
I just think
anybody who's thinking on the same boat as you is so far wrong.
I just think it's going to be a salty, salty pill.
That it probably will be, and it's their own dumb fault for not being smart enough to know that, hey, this is happening 6 months from now.
All right.
I'm not going to think about that. I'm just going to pre-order this game. I'm just going to buy it. Not going to think about it.
So it looks really good. I'm glad I pre-ordered
Keep your head
it.
in the
I'm
sand.
getting the Splatoon Pro controller. I'm getting the Splatoon colored Joy-Cons.
That's awesome.
The pink and green.
You are on board then.
I actually have. Well, you can see it.
I'm
Nobody else
looking at
here
it.
can see it. There's a Splatoon poster that came when you pre-ordered the first game here. It's like my desk mat.
Also noticing the microplay sticker on the manual, and that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that was my first piece of news there.
Yeah, that's some good news. All right, good news. I was excited to see that the online app is actually launching. So will we get a taste of the voice chat?
Oh,
through that?
Probably, yeah. I don't know. I can't remember if they mentioned it or not, but I'm going to say yes.
Oh, what? There's a chance the voice chat won't be included when Splatoon launches?
I'm certain that it was.
Okay.
I can't be that positive.
Do we have a link that we can include?
I'll check.
All right. Okay.
I also am way on board now for the Hori Splatoon headset.
Well, has Nintendo shown any of theirs yet?
No.
It might be even better.
Nintendo and Hori have actually teamed up for a lot of stuff for the Switch that is labeled as official Nintendo stuff.
Oh.
A lot of their cases, a lot of their screen protectors.
Well, Hori's always
actually
been
made by
really
Hori.
good quality. Really good.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So that was my first bit of excitement news was the Splatoon 2. Looks really good. I'm such a huge fan of the first one.
I know you are, dude. I'm excited for you.
So
you're going to have to get probably...
This is going to be massive. Actually, I have another piece of news as well.
For this? For the same thing?
No, I'm saving it for later.
StarCraft Remastered got its release date, which is August 14th. Which is pretty cool. But the really cool part is it's only $15.
Yeah.
That sounds cheap. I feel like that's what you would pay for the original at this point. Yeah, $15. So that was pretty cool. And another thing that got announced, Superhot. Have you ever heard of this game called Superhot? You probably heard them talk about it on Easy Allies, maybe.
Yeah, the voice chat. It says the voice chat will be live.
Confirmed.
What was the...
Superhot.
No.
It is kind of like a puzzle... A first-person shooter puzzle game.
Okay.
You have to sort of...
So we're going to have to make StarCraft a club game. They did... Because I read that the remake plays with the old version.
It does.
So you can download the old version for free today.
It's free?
Free. The original StarCraft is free.
What?
The original StarCraft is free to download right now.
Brood War as well?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
So you can download StarCraft right now for free. People who want to buy the HD remaster for $15 can buy it. We make it a club game. We have Club StarCraft Battles Online.
Yeah, but...
It has to happen. Now, I know we're booked up until like April of next year, which is ridiculous. Why are we planning so far in ahead?
I don't know.
We could bump Kingdom Hearts or something.
No!
Nobody's interested in that.
That is going to come up later. But, StarCraft... I don't know. StarCraft as a club game.
Nice catch.
Thank you.
Anyway, we'll discuss that offline. Nobody wants to care, but nobody wants to hear the Game of the Month discussions.
I'm pretty sure that's all they want to hear. But okay. All right. Superhot. Yeah, Superhot. So it's like a first-person shooter.
We could bump Journey and do it
We're not bumping Journey.
All right.
We're not bumping it. So I think it's like you can die very easily. Like you go in, you're kind of like Neo from the Matrix,
right?
But when you walk into a room, you don't know how you have to do things in order to kill everybody without dying yourself.
Right.
And it's sort of a puzzle that way. It is the best way I think I can describe it.
Right. I'm
dying to play it. I didn't think I'd ever get the chance, but it's confirmed for PS4 VR. So maybe I will eventually get a chance someday in the future. Just wanted to bring it up. It's a really cool game. Curious if Julian Vega or anybody who has a VR has played it. Yeah, and that's it for my news.
I got 3 more things. They'll be quick.
That's your
Platinum. I don't know if you follow Platinum on Twitter. I do. Big fan. They did a couple of tweets in the last week. One of them was an image of Bayonetta. It was her from Bayonetta 1 and her from Bayonetta 2.
Ooh.
One on top of the other, like upside down.
Yeah.
but the backgrounds for them were colored red and blue.
Why?
Because those are the same colors as Switch Pro Control or Switch Joy-Cons.
Hmm.
As well, they released an
Did they
image.
confirm that that's why it's been?
Nope.
Okay.
But they released an image yesterday or the day before of a couple of the guys from the Wonderful 101. Wonder Director, the large guy, I can't remember his name, Wonder Eater or something. Playing the Wonderful 101 in like this lounge area at work using Switch controllers.
Oh, so 101's coming to Switch?
I think it's safe to say that Wonderful 101 and Bayonetta are coming to Switch. Somebody responded to the Wonderful 101 tweet with, hey, it looks like they're holding Switch controllers. And somebody responded to the Bayonetta thing with, hey, those are the colors of Switch. Any reply made to Platinum that mentioned Switch or Nintendo got liked by Platinum.
Cool.
If you have not played any of those games,
I
Bayonetta
haven't.
1, Bayonetta 2, Wonderful 101,
I haven't.
they are all amazing games. The Wonderful 101 has the unfortunateness of being a game on a Nintendo console that does not star Nintendo characters. Most people who buy strictly Nintendo consoles only want Melda, Mario, Zelda. If it doesn't have Mario in it, people don't buy it. That's just the cold hard facts. It sucks. It's been that way for a very long time.
Splatoon 2 is sold
the
out
GameCube suffered
on
because of it.
Amazon pre-order.
This is true. All right, fact. But Wonderful 101 is so fun. It takes the beat 'em up style of one person versus a million bad guys and flips it on its head, and you become an army of 101 people.
Cool.
Sorry, 100 people versus
I'm kind of happy.
one giant robot bad guy.
I'm one of the few probably Wii U owners who haven't played either of these.
So good. And Bayonetta is amazing. Bayonetta 2 was so good that as soon as I bought it, Colleen took it and played through it, and this was before she really played games at all, and she couldn't put it down.
All right.
And then she went around the house like trying to act like Bayonetta, which, for the record, was fantastic.
My bet.
Until she started trying to shoot me,
Very good.
telling me to get my shit together. That's our one. I just said the S word.
Wow. You know, I think we went all last podcast with those doing.
Oh no, we cursed wide open last podcast. Don't you
We
remember?
did?
Yeah,
No.
the whole topic was a curse fest. Or was that 2 shows ago?
That was 2 shows ago.
Okay. So I got 2 more news things. Oh, so what do you think of those? You think that tease is legit or what?
I don't know.
I'm going to show them in the video if anybody's watching this on
They
YouTube
could
or
just be
Patreon.
making a Switch game. Like, how do we know that it's...
Even that's okay. I love
Oh,
Platinum.
so I'm okay with that too, but
I think these games are coming.
I hope you're right.
And it'll be more proof of Wii U games selling the Switch. You said that months ago.
I know.
And that's just, the games in the Wii U were good games. People didn't buy them because they didn't understand the console or they didn't want to buy the console or the console was overpriced or whatever reason they didn't buy the Wii U.
Yes.
But those games, as everybody who has owned a Wii U has said, are
Yes.
fantastic games. If those games continue to come to Switch, continue to sell well, it'll be like validation for all of us who have been saying it for 4 years.
I guess you're right.
Because I need that validation. I need it.
I look forward to these games.
So I got 2 more things. Amazon UK has started canceling anybody's pre-orders so if you pre-ordered more than one Super Nintendo Classic,
Yes.
they have dropped your pre-order limit to 1.
Hmm.
So there were people who were pre-ordering 2 of them. I guess 2 was the cap when they started.
Oh.
They have since gone back and removed the second one from many of those accounts with an email saying, we're trying to limit this to 1.
Why?
The reason they said is limited supply. Now, you knew going into this was limited supply.
Mm.
I think the reason they're doing this is the same reason for the next news story, and that is that eBay UK is pulling down any Super Nintendo Classic
Pre-orders?
pre-order
Oh.
auctions,
Oh.
with the caveat that nothing that's you can't sell something that is more than 30 days out from being available to customers.
Didn't know that.
So they're pulling them down, and just as fast as they're pulling them down, the scumbags are putting them back up. But I think that Amazon is trying to cut down on because it's bad press for everybody. It's not, and it's just bad humanity to be a person who takes advantage like this. Yeah, I mean, yay, capitalism, but when the goal of capitalism is to make sure that you screw over your fellow man as much as you possibly can, maybe capitalism isn't working. So I think that these companies are taking that extra step to say, listen, you know what, the stock on these might not be as good as it is, and I honestly don't think they should be taking pre-orders until they know their full allocations anyway, like EB Games Canada, like CB Games Canada. But that's just happening. So
I hope there are no pre-orders
for here,
for anywhere.
if there are no pre-orders here for the Super Nintendo Classic, it means that the numbers are as limited as the NES Classic was. Because EB Games Canada will take pre-orders if they know how many they're getting. If they don't know how many they're getting, it's going to be very bad for us.
But that would be great for people who want to line up.
Oh, yeah, we're going to lie there.
Unless they don't like it. I'm worried that they're going to shadow drop the pre-order.
I have been calling every day at open at EB Games to find out if the pre-order is happening. And I have the ability at work until August 21st to go immediately to there to pre-order.
Nice. All right, cool.
I can only make one pre-order, though, so we'll have one for sure.
All right.
Unless I take somebody from work with me to pre-order a second one as you.
Ridiculous.
Well, which is what I'm going to do.
Genius. Thank you. Thanks, Jay, or whoever.
Yeah, actually, Craig has those amiibos pre-ordered for you, those cloud ones.
Well, yeah, when do those come out?
Soon.
Jeepers creepers.
That's it for news for me.
That's all I have.
So-
I had a very light news week.
All right. Let's move into the next section. We call this Club Update. This is the part of the show where we're going to talk about things that have been happening within the Cartridge Club. If you're unfamiliar with the Cartridge Club, what it is a community of online gamers and content creators where we all hang out together at www.cartridgeclub.org. We upload our podcast videos and blogs, and this is sort of a chance for us to talk about those and to give out some announcements.
Yes.
So first up, Cartridge Club Portable is the game of the month.
Ooh.
For the handheld, for people that only enjoy handies, Cartridge Club Portable, the game of the month is Tetris DS.
Dude, the scores that are coming out on Tetris DS are insane.
So it's also the Beat My Score
yeah.
for this month as well. And Dean and Fitgnat, Dean's over 3 million. Fitgnat is at like 2.8 million. They're talking about, because you can hold pieces with the L and R buttons, you can hold it to the side so you don't have to drop right away. But there's another move where if you tap the rotate button, the piece almost freezes in place as it rotates.
Oh,
so you can plan out your next. It's not cheating. It's using a function that's built in the game to plan out your next move. To not cheat. To plan out your next move.
So it's an easier Tetris.
It's strategic.
I didn't know that. I didn't know there was an easier Tetris.
It's not easier. It's strategic.
I still would suck.
They are crushing it. It took Dean 2 hours to get his last score.
An hour and 37 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So if you prefer to not do it at home and you'd rather do it like on the road, on the bus, at work, and you want to get your CC handy in, then go ahead and grab Tetris DS and see how your score stacks up. And don't worry if yours
good pun.
If yours isn't as big as Dean's and Fitgnat's, don't worry about it. That's okay. Those guys are genetically advanced, clearly. So go ahead and just post whatever your best score is. Try to best yourself. Don't worry so much about stacking up against somebody else.
Nobody could ever be as big as them.
Exactly. And chances are, because I'll be posting mine once I get the game, chances are you're going to be bigger than me anyway. So next up,
I look forward to trying it.
CCPrime.
Oh my god, big Prime month.
Yeah, Portal.
So
this is my first time playing Portal.
Me too.
I haven't started it yet.
Me neither.
And we haven't started it for the same reason.
Yes.
We're going to live stream the bros playing Portal for the first time over a span of 2 or 3 nights.
Brutal.
Starting next week?
Sure.
Starting next week. So look for that on the Cartridge Club Twitch.
Yes.
That's it. Hopefully, if you're playing along, let us know your thoughts on the forums.
And get your 3-word reviews ready because we always forget to remind people.
Yeah, I'm not actually sure if that's started or not. I'm going to start that. So let's move into podcasts.
Let's do it.
Podcasts in the Cartridge Club.
Yes, it's the Cartridge part.
First up, CCPrime Final Fantasy IV episode went live.
Yes, great record, great panel.
A lot of fun.
Yes.
A couple of the guys, someone on Twitter mentioned that they enjoyed the addition of the game music in the background as we went through the segments. He thanked whoever edited it. So
guess who that was?
From whichever one of us edited it, Duke, you're welcome. A lot of fun, great panel.
Yeah.
Some newcomers to the series, some newcomers to RPGs, and Brazzle.
Yeah.
So it was who's not a newcomer to anything.
I was happy that we actually had as many people play for the first time that we did.
There was a lot of... So I was really surprised at how much people enjoyed it who I thought wouldn't. And I was also surprised at who the first person to bring up the Menage a Trois was.
Also, if you're listening, the 2 people on the podcast who hadn't finished it that very night.
That's right, yeah. And they have since sent us text messages saying... we're so very sorry for our thoughts. After beating it, we realized this is the greatest game of all time.
I don't remember that.
Arguably,
I was not added to that text.
Arguably the best experience I've ever had in my entire adult life.
Can't imagine that's real.
They have beaten it. Those texts might be loosely.
Yes, they did beat it.
Edited for. Content.
Very loosely.
Next up, I got Polykill.
Okay.
So.
For
about 3 weeks or so, it was pre-E3, E3 week, post-E3, digestion week. Mm-hmm. It's been E3 from every source of podcast that I listen to.
So what's after E3?
Much like Pam, I got sick of it, and Polykill was sick of it. They were sick of doing it, so they said, let's not do it. Let's do something different. Let's get away from it, and they covered E4.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, they made the right choice.
So those tricksy little devils talked about some of the indie stuff that we saw at E3.
Yeah.
And
Just still very...
they talked about Horizon.
They tricked me good.
This was actually one of my favorite Polykill episodes.
It was good. I got pregnant.
Yeah, I got pregnant as well. Jake's
Was it
voice.
you that originally said that?
I can't remember who said it. I don't think it was me.
The lighting in our video just changed. It's very strange.
Yeah, it's the sun going down because the window's open behind us.
Mm.
Polykill's great. Their
Yeah.
audio quality continues to blow me away. I can't get enough of them. I'm hoping to get some more Overwatch time this weekend with Jake because a news story that we missed, Doomfist, is now live.
You had it on the thing.
Yeah, I know. It's a new Overwatch character, and I'm really looking forward to getting a chance to get in there with Jake and fisting it around a little bit.
Actually, fisting it around. That sounds just dreadful.
Yeah.
All right, good. Very good. There was a couple things I wanted to mention. Oh, his Elvis impression, spot on.
Yeah, nailed it.
Yeah, loved it very much.
Those guys are fantastic.
They are.
Trav is still plugging away in Final Fantasy IV. I don't have the heart to tell him that if it's his first trip to the moon, it's not the end of the game.
Ooh, you got a little ways to go. Not too much. Maybe like 7 more hours.
Yeah.
Probably 7 more hours.
Ish.
If you've already beaten it before, it's about 7 hours.
It's not that long, Trav.
No.
Keep at it. If you need any tips, shoot me a message. Or grab a time machine, shoot Mark a message, and 6-year-old him can tell you how to beat the game. Next up was Bonus Barrel. Actually, this is my last podcast for the week, was Bonus Barrel.
Really? I have so many. I have
Hello there.
STC, Flock Talk, Retro Pixel.
Didn't we talk about them last week?
No, they just came out. It's the 1st of July.
Our last show aired on the 2nd, so that's right. So I do. Okay, then I did listen to those. I am prepared to talk about those.
Okay, good.
So Bonus Barrel, they're doing a new thing where they have a new theme
I have
every month.
a novel about Bonus
Okay, I
Barrel.
haven't finished it yet, so
Okay.
I haven't even gotten to the theme for this month.
Okay.
Or the theme talk. I love this idea of a theme for the month.
Me too. I have so many things to talk about, so I'm just going to go through my notes here because they're a little hard to read.
Lay it on.
First off, no Shelby. That makes me sad, but she had some important business.
Yeah.
So no Shelby.
We've actually seen a photo of Shelby now.
Yeah. Well, you can't say that. It's
Oh.
a secret.
Sorry.
God. Monthly topics, like you said. So what this is it's still 4 shows a month, but each episode will cover around that main topic.
Right.
In this case, it's gaming culture.
Right.
And the different types of cultures that are... it was arcades this month, like arcade culture. Or sorry, this week. Okay, Cobb shows up, talking about violence in video games. Pretty cool. Got to hear how Cobb raises his son. Didn't know he had a kid, but...
I'm not surprised. He seems sort of loose with his morals.
we learned a lot about Cobb raising his son. Probably explains a lot about how Cobb was raised.
Yeah.
So about something like that. Now, this monthly topic thing I love. However, here's a secret. There's one Bonus Barrel episode I've never heard.
I thought you heard them all.
I know. It's the Bayonetta one.
Because you haven't played the game.
Because I haven't played it. Now, pretty sure I heard Rob mention
Kingdom
a
Hearts.
Kingdom Hearts month.
Well, let's hope. Rob says he has 4 months planned for himself.
Yes, so I'm hoping
Let's
that's...
hope his Kingdom Hearts month falls in line with the Kingdom Hearts
So hold
month.
on. So
Game of the
that's
month.
what I was going to say. Last week, I don't even think we've announced this yet. Kingdom Hearts is April.
Yeah, it's on the...
It's on the forums. It's been on the forums
But
for
Rob
a week.
doesn't go to the forums.
But right, Rob wouldn't have known that. And so I'm really nervous. If I don't listen to Bonus Barrel...
You're going to have to skip a
I
whole
will cut
month of
myself.
bonus. Actually, I won't be able to listen to it either because I wouldn't have played Kingdom Hearts.
I know. I will cut.
How will we plug them for a month not having heard them? I can't go a whole month without plugging the crew at Bonus Barrel.
If I don't have Bonus Barrel in me once a month, it's a depressing week. Once a week. I keep saying month. Anyway. But I love it. I love the month topic idea. Spike McFang was brought up, which I love.
We should have them on for the Kingdom Hearts episode and we could record it live in April because they're coming down for Video Games Live.
Dude!
If we had Shelby, Leff, and Rob on as the 3 guests,
Oh my god.
we would have to play the game before April to get that all done in time.
We would, of course.
And then we could record it that weekend if they were up for it. live.
I am pooping just at the thought. Nipples hard.
We'll think about that. I don't know if there's any other major Kingdom Hearts fans in the club that might want to be on the show. So we'll discuss that. We'll table
there's a
that.
few.
I'll edit all that out.
Yeah, right.
So what else you got for Bonus Barrel?
Okay, so Seiji interrupts Rob at one point, and Rob says combo breaker, and I think that's a really cool way of saying you've interrupted me, which is pretty cool. Also, Rob mentions Sobeys, and I love hearing Sobeys mentioned on somebody's podcast, because most people probably don't know what the heck that is. Yeah, and then a lot of arcade stories. Do you have any arcade stories?
No, we never went to the arcade as kids.
I went to... Well,
I played the cop one once.
Yeah.
Lethal Enforcer or whatever.
Something like that. Police Training, I think, was the one.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Pistol Injector. I don't know what it was called.
They were talking about Sparklers or something, but there was a Sparklers one at Big Mac Mall, so I think it was probably the same chain. But anyway, that's all I have for bonus barrel. So, like I said, I hope Kingdom Hearts is April or post-April.
Yeah, well, maybe we can line something up there. We'll reach out to them.
Yeah.
They continue to talk about pre-order. It's a big discussion.
Yes,
so
that was talking about too. I have a note for that.
Here's how big it was. Sundary J was like, all right, I'm coming out. I'm coming out, and I'm laying down some...
Sundary J was there?
I'm chiming in on this.
Holy shit.
And so at this point... I guess we're PG. So at this point, it's been almost one-sided in support of pre-orders.
Yes.
Eric has been the lone man standing against the wave of pre-order love as people are throwing their money aimlessly at video game companies. Eric is that one figure fighting against the tide. But Sundary J,
yes.
like Bucky coming back from the dead, like...
I haven't read this.
He comes out of nowhere and he puts it. You could see, like, if this was a movie, he's Eric's standing there and the wind and the money is battering against him as he's trying to fight against the pre-order waves. The elements are crashing against him and he's starting to weaken and his knees are starting to buckle. He's going down. And Sundary J comes up behind him and places his hand on his shoulder and he says, "Don't falter, friend. I'll stand with you."
Oh my god.
Sundary J chimes in, and he is also anti-pre-order.
Really?
And he gives some excellent points.
Sundary J.
Seiji pointed out, there's been a lot of discussion at this point on pre-order.
Yeah.
But he says he wants to wait until he hears a response from Eric because it's not fair that so much can be said weekly. They're going to wait and hear Eric's response. And I can't wait for it.
Me too.
I'd like to hear. Good. I wonder if Eric and Sundary J could get together.
I would love that. In fact, Sundary J and anybody would make me very happy, especially with Derek.
Yeah. I wish I was an artist because I would draw Eric like standing on a mountain with waves and wind battering against him, of pre-orders, waves of video games that are unreleased video games and pre-order bonuses battering him and him sort of buckling a little bit and Sundary J just reaching up to help support him. That would be, man, I wish I had any kind of talent.
Yeah, me too.
So that's that one. So what do you get next? Who's next?
Well, hold on. I want to read the Sundary J.
No, read it after.
All right. Well, let's do STC then. I can't believe we didn't start with STC. I'm blown away.
Yeah, I love STC.
I know you do. That's why I'm surprised you skipped right over them.
Because I keep forgetting that we
Respect, bro.
All right. You make me record all this stupid
So they talk about Bill having that deep voice and the weird record.
Yeah.
And I gotta admit, I kind of like the deep voice Bill.
Yeah, I like Deep Bill.
Yeah,
the deeper Bill gets, the better.
Yeah. Bill could never get deep enough. I agree. I loved it. I loved that it started that way again this time.
And Joe was like, "Oh, hold on, no, I'm going to catch this." And I like that he's like, "I'm going to leave it in so everybody knows I did something."
Right? Yeah, it's true, and it worked. But Joe brings up shadow dropping, Bill brings it up, and then
Joe's like, "What's that from?"
Yeah, and then Joe at one point says, "Dropping the shadow."
Yeah,
because he doesn't really know how to use the expression.
Yeah,
loved it.
Bill actually suggested a game on that show where every week, I suggested a game that every week he should use a different phrase, a common phrase from a podcast or video in the club, and see which of us Joe actually does listen to.
So is Shadow Drop from you?
Well, I have said it a lot.
I know because we heard
we said it a lot on the E3 shows. We say it here.
No.
Easy Allies use it. It's a common term used in gaming.
Okay, I only ever heard Easy Ally say it, so I wasn't sure if it was just an Easy Ally.
But we do use it a lot. Musty uses it.
It's a thing now.
So
it's a thing. But
just nobody Joe watches or listens to.
I guess not. Biggest note for this STC pod: Brown Box is open and confirmed with pictures later.
Yeah. Did you see his video of that?
Yes.
So I get it now.
You should have got it from the start. This is exactly what I told you.
No. See, I thought it was like this box inside of a brown box, but it's not. It's a styrofoam insert. There is no exterior package. Like, you couldn't have sold this on a store shelf. There's no package box for the Optimus Prime.
That's what he said.
I thought he was crazy.
Well, he's not.
But the box is open, and he took it out and he showed it off.
Yeah.
This
is an old video. This video is from like 2013. Like, we could have watched this a long time ago.
No, that was a new video he just made.
No, it's not. It's at least 3 months old.
Really?
Yeah, at least.
But it was... How have I not seen it before? I'm subscribed to STC.
No, this is Transformers and Beer.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. It's an old video. I don't know how old, but I know it's at least...
Well, why didn't he just link that video to us the first time somebody said, what do you, we questioned it, he should have just gone, just watch this video, assholes.
I believed you, Joe. I #respect. So yeah, I was
Bill's going to have to tell him you said that.
Oh yeah, you're you're probably right. Thanks, Bill. I love them both very equally. I'm just happy Joe wasn't crazy and that I was right.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, you don't care that Joe wasn't crazy. You're happy you were right. Yeah, I can't wait for the show tomorrow. I'm more see. Recording on Thursday sucks for me because I get hyped Thursday nights and then I hear them Friday and I sort of digest them Saturday and let them wash over me.
Notes. I just relived my
I can't because I'm driving to work. I can't be driving to work trying to take notes when I'm driving.
You should get Colleen and write them down. Call her.
Colleen can't. She gets car sick if she has to read anything in the car while we're
Maybe
driving.
it's the same way. Drives me nuts.
Can't take notes. I'm gonna have to buy a voice recorder just so we can record on your ridiculous Thursdays.
Dude, I listen to it in the car and I remember to take a note later. I make a mental note.
I can't. I go to work. I got to save the country.
Yeah. What do you do at work?
What?
Play Phantasy Star.
That is not true. I haven't played Fantasy Star in weeks.
So what have you been playing?
What?
What have you been playing?
Final Fantasy 3.
Yeah, there you go.
6.
All right. Flock Talk. Just some Flock Talk?
Yeah, puzzle games.
Party games.
Party games. That's what I said.
That's close enough.
Good show. Good show. I liked how Chris played the role of Winston and had them explain what the Cartridge Club was to laymen who might not know.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And it's
Yeah.
a pretty good description.
They're a great show.
They are a great show.
There was something at the beginning of them that I wanted to mention. And I can't remember what it was because I listened to them so many days ago.
This just came out on the 1st, dude.
Yeah, it's the 9th now, man.
It is not the 9th, it's the 6th.
If you're listening, for the magic of the internet, today is the 9th. There was something they talked about early on I wanted to mention. I can't remember what it was now.
Well, first of all, they're really down on Mario Party, and I can completely understand.
Yeah, because it's totally random who wins. You don't have to do anything.
I can completely understand.
Just wait till the end, and then maybe they get the magic star.
No, that is not how it works.
It's the.
How many Mario Parties have you played? Have you played the first 3?
When we were kids.
Okay, so the rest of them probably suck. But the first 3 are awesome. I know that number 9 sucks, and 8 sucks.
You saw that scar on your hand from the first 3?
No.
Awesome things don't give you scars, Mark.
Yeah, they do. if they're awesome enough for you to scar yourself, that's awesome.
All right.
Anyway, check out the first 3 Mario Parties. If you still don't like it, and they probably have played it because they like retro, let me know, because I will be very hurt.
Right.
But they have so you have to tweet out your favorite party game with the hashtag Flock Talk to get entered in their draw. So, and I think that'd be an easy Twitter.
Can I say Final Fantasy 4?
No, you cannot. What would be your favorite party game, though?
Final Fantasy 4.
All these are good topics.
It has a party.
No, that's terrible.
It's a game you play with a party.
This is the worst experience.
Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. What's your favorite party game, though, for reals?
I don't know. I like that Nintendo Land.
Oh, that is a good one.
I like that one a lot, though, because we are really arrogant when we win.
It's fun.
The ghost hosts. I'm the ghost.
Yes.
And the Metroid version. Actually, Nintendo Land is quite fun. I really enjoy that.
Yeah,
that's my answer.
It's
Nintendo
a good
Land.
choice.
I'm going to tweet that.
Flock Talk. Hashtag Flock Talk. I'll probably go with Mario Party 2. I don't know.
I don't think I can win again. I already won once.
It doesn't matter. You're just doing
I'm pretty sure they just pick who's going to get the prize anyway.
Yeah, that's how Matt Bandy won.
Yeah.
I pick Matt Bandy every time.
Who's our favorite clubber this week?
Oh boy. All right.
That's what it should be called.
Moving on.
Retro Pixel.
Metro Pixel.
That is first ever guest.
Oh my God, Derek. When I heard Derek, I was like, what? I didn't even know. Yeah. Derek told me on a secret chat that I'm a part of.
You have a secret chat with Derek?
And other people, yes.
What?
This thing.
Oh.
Don't say it.
Why?
Because I don't want it to get flooded. All right. But yeah, man, I was blown away. Derek,
you don't want me to tell about the secret chat that you, Derek, and Melissa have together.
And others.
Who else?
That's it from...
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
Oh, what? Our mom? Your word people
Dude,
talk to mom?
I don't want mom talking to everyone. Let's move on. All right. Retro Pixel Podcast. Derek was on there. Awesome.
Colleen and I used to be there till you kicked us out.
Yeah. Why aren't you guys there anymore?
My dog,
right.
My dog ate my thing that I'm not supposed
then
to talk
how did
about.
I kick you out? So Sega Forever ate the thing you're not supposed to talk about. So they were talking about Sega Forever.
Yeah.
And this is all I've heard. This echoed from everybody. I guess it doesn't play very well.
No, it's games that require a controller being played on a touchpad.
But Derek, it says it is compatible. Oh no, I think it said it. No, it did say it was compatible with controllers, but there was no instructions on how to do it.
Yeah, and none of the ones that Derek had worked.
Yeah, something like that. I think one of them did, but anyway. Yeah, so that sucked. But anyway, it was cool having Derek on for the first time. But I also like that James did his solo thing after Derek.
Yeah, me too. It was a good episode.
So you got the sort of the best of both worlds.
I actually heard rumors that Sega might be bringing that service to the Switch.
Yeah, I was here. We could talk about that.
Oh, do we?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the biggest thing from this podcast was him mentioning the electronic recycling depot. Didn't know these things existed. We have them here somewhere.
Yeah.
You can go and buy stuff cheap.
Like, what are you gonna buy?
Well, he bought 4 terabyte hard drives for like $60, all 4 of them.
Yeah. Do you need 4 terabyte hard drives?
No, I don't. But he also bought a Nintendo Power Glove.
No.
No, sorry. He was giving it for free.
I don't even take the time to go to Goodwill or Value Village.
I know, but this is a hot tip.
I'm certainly not. Oh, you're saying for other people?
Yeah, for the people that do this
telling
stuff.
me, like, we should go do this.
No, but for the people who do this stuff, that's a hot tip.
Yeah,
man.
oh, definitely, yeah.
And, like, you could probably go and get, like, 360 hard drives and stuff.
I'm so on board now that you're saying it's a tip for other people to do and not something you think we should do.
Yeah, there's no way I'm doing
100% on board.
But I think it's a great idea for
Because there are electronics depot or electronics return depots everywhere.
Yeah, there's one
Recycling
in
depots.
Halifax I know for sure. But...
Yeah. There's one here in Sackville.
An electronics one?
Yeah, well, the Vader's bottle takes electronics.
Do they sell them too, though?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
They take them.
Something to look into, though.
And they don't lock their doors very well, so.
Oh, my goodness.
Is that it for podcasts?
Yes, I believe so.
All right, moving into videos. I got 3 videos this week. I guess you'll correct me if I'm wrong.
I have 0 videos
So first up,
this week.
Caleb J. Ross talks about Mighty Gunvolt Burst on the Nintendo Switch.
Oh, is that the little mini one?
Yeah.
That one looks good.
If you bought Azure Mighty Gunvolt on the Nintendo 3DS, you got Gunvolt Burst for free for a limited period of time.
Ooh.
So, it wasn't called Burst. It was just called
Sweet.
Mighty Gunvolt at that time. Inti Creates has now made it, and they've included Beck from Mighty Number 9.
What?
Yeah, so it's got him and Gunvolt.
How?
And they're
Does
both
Concept own Inti? Or, sorry, does Level 5 own Inti?
No, Inti Creates just works with them a lot.
But Concept now belongs to Level 5.
I guess so.
Maybe this was done before that.
Who knows? Anyway, it looks awesome. He says it might be the second best game on the Switch. I was
my.
already interested because I loved Azure Striker Gunvolt. I can't wait. I'm going to buy this game. It's only $12.
Is the first best game Zelda?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm probably going to pick that up. But check out his video if you're on the fence at all.
I am now. I'm definitely going to check that out. I thought it was about Striker Gunvolt or whatever.
No, this is the mini one. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know. I wanted the mini one because it looks like Mega Man.
Yeah, and then he said it. And check out his video. I'll let him say it.
All right.
Q-Dog House.
Yes, I did not watch.
I can't remember what they said in their latest one because I've been watching their old ones.
Yes.
So I've been going through the old backlog of Q-Dog videos. So this one, the one that caught my eye, I got to episode 4. I watched 2 of them this week. Got to episode 4. And they start off by doing the gun pose that we have. That we stole from Boondock Saints. And then we had drawn by Emily, the Sketchbook Geek.
Yeah.
But they did it. And then after that, they're there to start the show like that.
It's still your Twitter logo.
Yeah, it is. And then Eric goes, yeah, so that's what the light guns smell like. And
I can't believe we didn't know about this before.
It came out when I was sailing, so that's why I didn't know.
Yeah.
And I guess you didn't know because you don't watch their videos.
I don't watch anything.
So
actually, if I do watch something, it's usually their video.
But they also did and then the Q-Dog Host this week. Melissa talked about being on the show and beating Final Fantasy IV. And they watched actually a ton of movies this week.
Oh.
They get through a ton of stuff. I can't remember.
I watched a couple movies this week, too.
Logan. I watched Logan.
So good. Oh, so good. I love Logan. That movie is so good.
And last but not least, we got Musty Hobbit doing his episode of Second Breakfast, where he tackles the topic of how do you attack a new-to-you console's library, which is a great episode. Musty gives some of his tips, but he asks for your suggestions as well. So check that video. Leave him a comment on YouTube. I believe we're going to answer that as a question this episode.
He asked us as a CCAnswers.
And that's all I got for videos this week in the club. I apologize if we missed your video. It wasn't intentional. But
sorry, one thing I did want to mention, I did watch a video, and it was that digital devolver thing. I was supposed to watch it last week and comment.
Right.
It is terrible.
Correct.
That is just poor humor.
I agree.
Anyway.
But it's aimed at certain people because Trav and Jake both loved it.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Trav and Jake. I did like seeing Suda 51, but the rest, too over the top. When she comes out, and they're all clapping and cheering, and she's trying to quiet them down, that was funny, and then until she pulls the gun out, and I was like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done.
I'm checking out.
You've gone too far.
Next, we got blogs from this week, and there's only 2 to talk about. Round 2 review. Dean reviewed Body Harvest on the N64.
I've always wanted to play that.
A lot of the guys that were involved in Grand Theft Auto Vice City were involved in that.
Yes, and if you play Body Harvest, I know you take over.
Yeah.
I guess it's like vehicles, but I think it's other bugs. But
Yeah. And as well, Merchandise Mondays. This one showed the Wonder Boy Collector's Edition for PS4, but other than that, there wasn't anything that I was interested in purchasing, thankfully, because I think
it's hard to watch.
I'm over $1,000 now if I buy all of the things that he is.
It's so hard not to.
Colleen is like, she said, from now on, I'm only allowed to read the blogs after she edits them, which wouldn't be so bad. But
big black lines.
She's using marker on my iPad, so now I got to try and read around that. But that's all we got for happenings in the club this week. Great week in the club. Thank you to everybody who submitted content, and thank you to everybody who's been watching it and commenting. Yeah. Really appreciate a lot going on. The Hangouts this week was on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, and Scott, Video Game Collectaholic, I believe it is,
yes,
showed up. He's got like 5,000 games or something. Him and Dean were having sort of a...
they're on the same level.
Yeah, a tet on collecting and stuff. But it was cool because it was Wednesdays because you saw some different people.
Yeah.
He was talking about he's going for a full Sony PlayStation long box collection, including variants.
Cool.
And there's some of these games that have 3 different variants. Like, I can't imagine releasing the same game with 3 different covers.
Yeah, that's weird.
Anyway, it was a good watch. It was
it must
great.
be nice to see Dean being able to converse with someone who
they were speaking. They were talking to each other, and there was like
that's what I'm saying.
It was like a different language because Dean was talking about like manual variants and whether like they have this program they use where it tracks if a game has local multiplayer, if it has online multiplayer, if it's available. Like all these, he was like, I can just filter by this, and then it was. The guys were talking, and it was. I mean, that was really exciting for them.
Is sexy,
but it was like listening to Yoshi and Jared talk about electronics.
Makes sense.
Who like they're both, everything they're saying, they're having this amazing conversation, and you're just on the outside. You're like, I wish I understand.
That's their passion.
I wish I understood, but I don't.
Yeah, makes sense.
Those guys were pumped. I'd like to see the two of them and NJ Retro have a.
Yeah. Have like
was
NJ Retro not there?
No, he didn't. He just had a new baby.
He's got the little kid. Yeah, makes sense.
And also one last thing before we move off of this, I want to say a belated happy birthday to Layla from Girlfriend Versus.
Oh, we missed her birthday?
Yeah, there are tweets that come out every birthday, or we try to hit tweets every birthday for the Cartridge Club Twitter.
You guys are pretty bang on.
It's Dean. It's not me. It's Dean.
Dean's pretty bang on.
I can't take credit for that. But we missed Layla, unfortunately. So Layla, very happy birthday to you. Black pudding for everyone, I guess. That's a British thing. I don't know if that's...
Isn't that blood pudding?
I don't know. I might.
You just said black pudding.
Yeah, if that's... Chris Roberts wrote that on her Facebook wall. But I'm going to... Because he wrote it, and then he wrote, if that's offensive, I apologize. I just Googled British birthdays.
Wow.
So I'm going to say, if that's offensive, I apologize. I just listed off.
Never say anything Chris Roberts says.
Okay.
You will offend someone.
All right.
I'm just kidding. All right. What's next? Is that it?
That's it. We're moving on to mission. I'm certain I forgot something, but we're moving on.
I feel like we did.
All right. So the mission this week, should you choose to accept it, keep in mind all CC missions going for the month of July. Every time you do one with the hashtag CC mission, you will be entered for a chance to win a $20 gift card to an eShop of your choice. Thank you to everybody who has done the mission from last week, which was to share a video from a Cartridge Club content creator with the hashtag CC mission. And you can do that all month long to make sure you get that in. That's not limited to that week. This week, however...
Picked RAM boxes.
Nice. This week, we're looking for our equivalent of a Friday follow, a hashtag FF. Doesn't have to be done on Friday because it's Cartridge Club. So a hashtag CC Unite, sort of like a plug tweet for anybody on Twitter. If there's someone on Twitter who does tweets that you think are good tweets or that you think should have more followers, anybody you think needs to have what they write in my feed, tweet them out and just say who they are, maybe why you think they should be in there.
Do they have to be in the club already?
No. Don't anybody at all. Anybody from your Twitter at all, give them a shout out on Twitter with the hashtag CC mission. And I will add them to my feed, and that'll get you an entry for the $20.
Cool. Dogs
are barking because Donaires just showed up.
Dude, you got Donaires?
Yeah. I'm gonna eat one on camera.
In front of me?
In front of you. So tweet out somebody, anybody, someone who you secretly have squirreled away for yourself on Twitter, and you want to maybe not share them with the rest of us.
I don't do that anymore.
Okay.
Although
I don't believe you.
I wish Matt from Super Robot Power would come back to Twitter.
He did. He came back and said thanks.
He said that. I know. He said, "Oh shucks" or something like that, and I miss him.
Yeah,
I miss him.
I miss his one-man podcast that they only did one episode of.
I just miss him.
He's cool.
He's cool. Maybe he'll want to be in an upcoming episode. I don't know if he still listens to this stuff or not, but
I don't know.
He's probably busy with something.
If you listen, Matt, and there's an episode coming up that you're interested in, send us a message. Even if it's full, we'll bump someone for you.
Yeah, I will step aside and let you host. And
I'm just kidding. I won't bump someone. Maybe I'll bump Mark.
Yeah, we'll add somebody in. We'll have an extra.
So that's it for the mission. Just send out a tweet of somebody you like. Hashtag CC mission.
That's a pretty easy mission.
Yeah. You know, like, hey, I think you should be following
I'll probably go with Rambox again.
Video Game Elucidator. He makes great videos. He's the smartest man on YouTube that you're not subscribed to.
Dude, spoilers.
What?
Is that going to be your mission?
No, I'm going to pick someone else.
Are you not doing the missions?
I do them sometimes.
But you don't get entered into your own contest?
No.
You should.
I don't think I should.
It'd be hilarious if you want.
No. STC Pod is live right now.
What?
It just went live. STC Pod just went live. I'm listening to it tonight, confirmed with Colleen right after this record. Let's move on.
Oh, I see. So it's released right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Topic up now.
What is it?
We're doing the topic.
Oh, our topic. All right.
Pausing for the music.
Oh.
And we're back.
Do we have a music?
No, I'm going to steal bonus barrels.
Oh, that'd be sweet. I would love to have one of those music.
This is your topic, so I'll let you handle it.
Okay, so earlier in the week, I put out how you would sort of rank your own gaming skills on a general basis.
Yeah.
Using all platforms and all genres. And I was actually kind of surprised at what we got.
Yeah, me too. I want to know what you answer. So tell everybody what the options were.
Okay, so you had not terrible. So this is all well-rounded, including all genres.
Right.
Not terrible, pretty good. So not terrible is the first option. Pretty good is the second option. Then it's better than most, and then it's best of the best. So
What did you pick for yourself?
I didn't pick anything because...
Oh, because you made the poll.
Right.
So vote right now.
Well, I'm going to get into mine and yours later because we're going to break down each genre.
Oh, okay.
And then by that, we'll have an average, and then that will give us your answer.
Okay.
But I was surprised that there was not more best of the bests. I thought we had the best of the best, but we had a lot of better than most.
Humble gamers.
Yeah. So what won was 41% with better than most, which I think sums up the club. Better than most, you know.
Yep.
Maybe it's not the best, but it's better than most.
Yep.
I think it's best of the best.
The club?
Yeah.
Yep.
But it turns out they're all just better than most, which is awesome. But a lot of pretty goods, a lot of not terribles. Not that many best of the bests. And yeah, there's a few comments on it too. I don't know if we wanted to read them or not. Julian, of course, calls out the fact that he is a Latin legend, so
He is.
you know he's one of the best of the best. But yeah, anyway, I guess we don't need to get into the comments because you also asked a direct question.
Exactly, yeah. So let's talk about our gaming strengths and our weaknesses. I'll tell you what I picked.
All right, what was
I
it?
chose pretty good.
Yeah,
I think. I might have chose not terrible.
I will probably. End
I
up being
chose
pretty
not
good,
terrible
too.
or pretty good. And I thought for certain you would have chose best of the best for yourself.
No, I don't think there's any genre I'm best of the best in.
Really?
Yeah, I'm better than most in some genres, but overall average, I'd have to go pretty good.
Oh, you're just saying that because you're on the air.
No, I got a list here of the
All
things
right,
that
so let's
I'm
go
good
over
at.
them, and then we'll go over what the club... Or do you want to do the club first?
Let's do us first, and then we'll end on the club like we do with the podcast.
All right.
So genres that I'm good at. Puzzle games. I'm really good at puzzle games. Now, just to be clear, that's logic puzzle games.
Right.
Things like Adventures of Lolo, I'm good at. Lemmings, I'm good at. Tetris, not so much. I don't know what that is. That's still puzzle, right? I don't know what
That's
you call it.
puzzle.
So logic puzzle, I'm good at. That type of puzzle. Matching game, color, things that involve color a lot, like Matching 3, not good at. Platformers, I'm good at. RPGs, I'm good at. And survival horror, I'm good at.
Okay.
Those are my strong suits.
Okay.
How about you? What are your strongs?
I'm good at RPGs.
Here's a list.
Specifically turn-based RPGs, but all RPGs in general,
I'm pretty sure you're good at most.
I'm good at. I'm good at logic games. I'm good at puzzle games. I'm good at horror games, survival horror games.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good at Metroidvania games.
Is that a genre?
Sorry, what are those? Action platformers?
Platformers.
I'm not good at all platformers.
Good call.
I'm not good at strict
I
platformers.
don't know what you would call that genre then. Maybe Metroidvania is the genre.
I think it is. Yeah, that is the one.
That's still RPG.
It's probably
That's still
action
RPG.
platformer.
No, maybe it's not RPG. No, it's RPG.
Anyway,
I don't know what the hell it is.
that's about it. I'm bad at first-person shooters.
You're good at these.
I'm bad at fighting games. I'm good at Madden
But you're really good
and
at
Ken Graffiti Jr. baseball.
Say no more. Racing? I thought you were good at racing. Maybe not.
No.
It's been a long time,
I used to
guess.
play a lot of them, but I'm not good at them. What else you got down there?
Strategy games? You any good at strategy games? I'm like not
I'm
terrible.
okay.
I'm
I
pretty
wouldn't
good,
say it's a
maybe.
strength. I play Fire Emblem on casual. I'm a dirty casual.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, Rob. I hear you judging.
I don't like those games. I don't know. I'm not good at those. or I just don't like them.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I'm the best. I think I'm pretty good at games. I get by. You know what I mean?
What would be your
but I don't-
strongest?
But see, here's the thing. I don't play the games to be good at the games.
Yeah.
If there's an option of a difficulty level, I'm usually choosing easy.
Yeah.
So does that mean by default I have to say I'm not good at the games?
If it's for everyone, yes. Which one here is your strongest?
Definitely RPGs, just because I'm methodical and
So would you say you're better than
organized.
most at RPGs?
Yeah, probably.
There you go. That's your strongest suit then.
Turn-based RPGs.
Okay, sure. Okay, sure. I'm pretty sure you're better than most RPGs.
I don't know.
But anyway,
Just being able to get through them doesn't necessarily mean you're good at them.
So I listed the ones I'm really good at. The ones that I'm not so good at. First-person shooters. This is kind of generalized, but I'm not good at aiming with my right joystick.
Okay.
So I'm good at GoldenEye.
Right.
it aims for you. Not good with aiming with my right joystick, which makes third-person and first-person shooters difficult for me. So really, I could put both in this. I forgot about third-person shooters. Anyway, racing. Maybe kart racers I'm good at, but that would be it.
Yeah.
Fighting games, Smash Brothers. That's it.
Yeah.
Terrible at everything else. Have the word should. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that's there. Sports. I don't imagine I'm good at them. I used to like playing the Madden ones with you back in the day, but I'm sure I'm terrible at them. And strategy games. Real-time strategy, I'm okay. I've never been able to get through a strategy RPG, though. I don't know if it's because I'm not good at it, but they're so boring to me.
See, so I think there's a theme for me. The reason I'm good at the games I'm good at is because I am good at recognizing patterns. I'm good at coming up with strategy, devising plans quickly on the go. A lot of that is why I was good at World of Warcraft for raiding. A lot of that is why I was so good, why I enjoyed and why I was good at the Uprising on Overwatch as opposed to the actual PvP version of it. And I think that correlates to puzzle games, logic games, and RPGs. I can very quickly identify what I'm supposed to do in a boss fight or come up with the best way to grind, level, move on, like with Bravely Default.
RPGs, it makes sense.
But so I have that ability, and I think the reason that I struggle more with platformers and stuff is I see what I'm supposed to do, but my reaction time isn't the best to make myself do it.
Fair enough.
I don't have the patience required
That's the biggest thing. Everybody thinks it's reflexes.
to nail a jump. Sonic the Hedgehog isn't about speed, it's about taking your time and nailing those jumps. And to me, I just want to go fast.
Sonic the Hedgehog is just a broken slipper.
All right.
Just kidding. But yeah, so
that's why I chose pretty good at games.
So I'm looking at
I think I'm pretty good. But I do choose, I mean, I'm not ashamed. I use walkthroughs, I use maps online, I look stuff up, and I choose easy mode.
There's nothing wrong with that either. It doesn't affect your strength or weakness. That has nothing to do with it.
And none of that bothers me because I'm playing these games to have fun. I'm playing these games to enjoy them myself. I'm not. If I want to have a challenge and push myself, then
that's not what this is about. This isn't about are you good at challenging things. This is what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? So looking at this, I'd have to go with pretty good. Like these ones, I'm all better than most, I would say.
But even the ones you're having listed as not good at, you are still good at.
That's fair. I'll go with better than most.
You know what I mean? Like
I would pick better than most on the poll then.
Okay.
That's a good rationalization.
I think you would choose best of the best.
I'm not.
I think if nobody was looking.
I'm not. There's nothing that I'm that good at. Nothing.
Because I was sort of basing mine based off where I thought you were. So if you're going with better than most, then I got to put mine at, what was the lowest one? Not bad?
Not terrible.
Not terrible.
You are definitely at least pretty good. And you're better than most at a lot of things.
Maybe.
So
we asked the club.
That's us.
I asked the club, I said, what's a gaming strength you have, and how about a gaming weakness? They've already told us where they think they rank on the scale. So some of you guys responded to let us know your strengths and weaknesses.
Some people have no weaknesses, though.
Yeah, so Vintage responded. Vintage said that his weakness is Legend of Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link.
Say that?
And his strength is...
did not say that.
Trolling tweets. And Dean from Round 2 Gaming said, strength, I feel I learn game mechanics quickly. Weakness, despite how bad a game is, I feel I have to complete it.
Dude, it's so true.
There's a reason we call him Day 1 Dean. He beats the club games in one day.
I love how much he finishes games. It makes me happy.
His weakness actually lines up with Donnie's. We'll get to that later.
Ooh.
And
Donnie has no weaknesses.
Yeah. So Catherine from Flock of Nerds, I don't know if you're following her yet, at K_Song.
I am. She's not following me, though.
On Twitter.
Is she following you?
Well, yeah, she actually sent me a message, and I just remembered I wasn't supposed to mention that she has a Twitter to you because she didn't want to follow you.
Click on her. Is she really following you?
Finds you intimidating.
If she's really following you, see?
Follows you.
Oh God, I'm checking right now.
So She wrote, I'm pretty good at puzzle solving, but I can't jump on a platform to save my life. Case in point, Super Mario Bros. Video game elucidator, I mentioned him earlier. He can adapt quickly and learn fast from his mistakes. In just about any game, he has a sharp eye for small mechanics. However, his weakness is he loses interest in most games.
Catherine is not following me.
I don't know what to tell you, buddy.
Oh, I feel bad.
Try and be more likable.
There are a lot of people that lose interest in games, and it hurts me when it happens to me, so I feel bad for you.
The way it usually goes for me is I start playing a game, and I'm into it heavily.
Yeah.
And then if I get to it, if the game doesn't keep that momentum going for me, if I stop or take a break or go to anything else,
You can't
it's an
stop.
80% chance I'm not going back
Yeah,
to it.
maybe 90.
Yeah.
You can't stop. You just got to plow through it.
Yeah, like I stopped Dragon Age Inquisition twice now. I'm selling that game tomorrow.
Stop starting that game.
Trav Plays Games says he's good at platformers, but he's terrible at turn-based RPGs or anything with the words final and or fantasy in the title. I believe in you, Trav. 6-year-old Mark believes in you, and I believe in you.
You can do it, dude. Just keep at it. Put your casters in the back row.
Put your casters in the back row.
Please.
Send me a message. I will help you. Pam says she's willing to... I love this. Pam is willing to create spreadsheets
I love
to
it.
optimize in certain games. However, she's horribly impatient about games wasting her time. Which is funny because making a spreadsheet sort of seems like she's wasting her own time, but she's not.
It's
because
okay to
she's
waste
so into it.
Exactly.
And I imagine that comes from her day's rating and
She
WoW.
can waste her
Her
time.
time climbing the ranks to Diamond on Overwatch.
She can waste her time. She doesn't want the game to waste her
Yeah.
time. That's the
Pam and I have a lot of agreements on short games and how they're not bad. So
I love short games.
Ryan Magnifico says, I like to think I'm good at tactical RPGs. I am awful at
Attaboy, Ryan.
shmups. I just don't have the clutch reflexes
I
required.
forgot. That's what should have been. Should was supposed to be shmups,
Ah.
which I'm probably not terrible at, but not great. That's for sure.
Julian Vega. Julian says, I'm very good at first-person shooters. I can attest to this. The first time we played Overwatch, he got a 20-person kill streak in his first match and play the game. First match ever.
Dude.
First time he'd ever played the game. First time he'd ever installed it. He 20-person kill streak is an
I'm
achievement.
legend, dude.
And it's with like the stock character that you get for the tutorial mode. And then he was like, well, this game's fun.
That's a cute game.
I guess I'll keep playing.
That's a cute game you guys are playing here.
He was like, what? I thought you guys said this was hard.
It's an adorable game.
But his weakness is in RPGs trying to figure out the weak points in the enemies.
That's fair.
So if I could have his reflexes in first-person shooters, and he could have my ability to discover weaknesses in games, we would be Brazzle the Gamer.
Yeah.
Josh from Frantic Society says, give me a shotgun, I'm a beast, but I'm terrible at Dark Souls-like games that require too much patience.
Patience is number one. No doubt about it. It's the hardest thing.
Musty's strength was rapid adaptability to play almost all genres. This is a fact. Musty is a beast at RPGs. He is as good as Julian when it comes to first-person shooters.
Wow.
And I haven't seen him platform, but chances are he can jump on a mushroom.
He can do anything.
His weakness is his tendency to want to unlock and achieve everything, even at the cost of not playing other games. So that we have actually seen this with Overwatch. He has embraced Overwatch to the point that he listens to Overwatch podcasts. He watches Overwatch YouTube channels. He actually has an Overwatch news ticker on his phone.
What?
No joke.
Wow.
He's actually
That is hot.
He's applying for a job at Blizzard to see if if their next game development involves biomechanical engineering.
That is so cool. I love how engrossed he is.
Next up,
I love that stuff.
Brando from Jav GB1. He asked a question on one of the other shows I listened to, and they weren't sure what it stands for. Just Another Video Game Blog. I can't remember who the show was that he asked the question to. It might have been STC.
I don't.
Anyway, he sent a tweet to somebody that we listened to, and they were unfamiliar with his Twitter handle, but that's what it stands for. Just Another Video Game Blog.
My burps are about to smell like that donair you're about to eat.
Great. So he says, I'm good at figuring out patterns of enemies, stairs, and such. My lack of patience is a major weakness. A lot of people quoting patience as their major weakness.
Patience is hard, man.
JD McFly from The True and Honest says, I excel at turning off my brain while grinding for experience or items in RPGs and MMOs, but his biggest weakness is buying everything and playing nothing.
Oh, dude, that's a tough one too.
Yeah, you are not alone, my friend.
Yeah, I used to be in that. No, I have no money.
Stumptime Retro strength. I know I don't have to be the best at a game to thoroughly enjoy it. Like Overwatch. Weakness, I still get salty in multiplayer.
Dude, that's definitely a big weakness for me. Is I guess that's still first-person shooter.
Yeah. Dave Hannum, friend of mine from work, says strength, bladder control for long gaming sessions.
Ooh.
Weakness, the code red Mountain Dew that necessitates the bladder control.
Dude, I have access to catheters at work. I can hook
Dave is one of
anybody
the biggest Nintendo fans I know. We need to have him on the podcast for a Nintendo show.
Yeah, why hasn't he been on?
He doesn't like you.
Story
Same
of
reason
my
Catherine is
life.
probably.
Catherine,
So
follow me.
Donnie's strength, I like to complete everything I play, and his weakness, even the shit. Especially the shit.
Oh, like crap games?
Yeah, so everything he
Yeah.
plays, he 100%'s it, or platinum trophies it, or...
Whatever the Microsoft equivalent is.
Yeah, but
has such a
even the
high
ones
score.
that suck.
Oh man, I respect
The
people
guy
do
who
that.
holds the
I could
world,
never
the
do
guy
it.
who holds the current world record for the highest score, stopped playing games for a week and lost his spot.
Ouch! That's very competitive.
He was on his honeymoon.
Is this true?
So he said, yeah, instead of continuing to get gamer score points that week, I was getting laid.
Are you messing with me?
I think it was an Onion article I read. Anyway, it was a funny article.
Okay. Sounds terrible.
Diego says, I can identify patterns pretty quickly. Is his strength, much like me.
That's very good.
And his weakness, my fingers don't move as fast as I want. Also like me. Diego continues to prove that he is really just the Latin, more educated, better looking American version of Player One. If I die tomorrow, he will replace me on this show.
Dude, me and him could do a sweet show.
Thanks.
I hope you like editing and
Editing, uploading.
letting me come over and record in your basement.
Lowe's strength is strategy and exploration. They don't call me the RPG queen for nothing.
That is true.
And her weakness is she can't shoot for shit.
Fair enough. I'm in the same boat.
Adam from replayability. I'm pretty good at most types of games. So his strength is games.
Dude, I was going to say Adam should be in the best of the best column.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet he did vote best of the best. His weakness, except real-time strategies. Real-time strategies fucking kill me.
Real-time strategies are tough, especially online multiplayer, but yeah.
And last one, Kevin from the Namecast says, I'm good at finding near min-max strategies that are still creative and fun. I suck at platforming. And I just realized that's not the last one because Mark Gisby
Our boy Mark,
retweeted it instead
whose
of
wife
responding.
is doing much better, by the way.
Yeah, she's out of the hospital. So glad to hear that.
Me too.
Things are going better for him at home, so they're going to spend the weekend relaxing, enjoying themselves.
It's good.
Hoping to see him. Oh, he doesn't have a Switch. I was going to say hoping to see him in Splatoon. But so anyway, Mark says
Maybe he'll have one.
gaming strength is patience. So his strength is patience.
Dude, that is the
All
best
of us lack it.
strength you got. I don't lack it. That's the only thing I have.
And his weakness is 98% of the time I play JRPGs.
That would help with patience for sure. But platforming, you see, the thing is, once you get on edge, you miss every platform. You just have to, take a breath, relax, you'll be all right.
So, hey, Mark, again, I just want to say I'm glad your wife is doing better. I was so happy to hear that.
Yes, me too.
And that is it for the topic. So, a huge range of difference. Patience seems to be a big one for a lot of people.
Yeah, man, you don't have to worry about twitch reflexes if you have patience. You just need to be able to relax. Eventually, your mind will do it for you. You just have to not freak out. It's so hard. What's this?
Eric's trying to help me. I'm stuck in Wonder Girl.
Oh, very good. You mean Wonder Boy?
Not in this house.
Can you pick a girl character?
Yeah, you can play as Wonder Girl.
I didn't know this.
So that's it. Let's move on to
Answers?
answers.
Getting their answers on.
So, first up, Alatino Lawyer. Pick a game franchise that Nintendo and Sony and Microsoft have to trade and take over. One each way.
Say it again. Pick a game franchise that Nintendo and either. Okay.
So, Sony, Nintendo, Microsoft, pick one franchise from each, trade it to a different company. Who gets what?
All right.
I'm going to say Sony gets...
Give Sony Halo.
No, I was going to give Nintendo Halo.
What is Nintendo going to do with Halo?
They're going to turn
Mess it up.
They're going to turn it into a
Gonna suck.
2D side-scrolling Metroidvania style game.
God, fine, that's your pick.
Because they're going to give Metroid to Xbox, who's going to turn it
God
into the new Halo.
So you want them to ruin Prime, and you want Nintendo to ruin Halo? No. I mean, you can do whatever you want. But
I can't do that because I have to trade Sony to somebody. Sony game.
Halo, yeah, you can't. That's right.
I'm going to go God of War from Sony to Xbox because I think they could do that.
Dude, Nintendo should get God of War.
Why?
Because they have Bayonetta.
Why should they have God of War?
Dude, let them do God of War. What else are you gonna give Nintendo?
I'm giving them Halo.
Dude, that's
and I'm gonna give Sony Star Fox.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Sony gets Star Fox.
Okay.
Xbox gets God of War because I think that fits their.
I think that reversed. I think Xbox should get Star Fox. I think Sony should get Halo. And then, well, now what's Nintendo gonna get?
God of War.
No, because Sony's...
Yeah.
Wait. God of War goes Nintendo.
Star Fox goes Xbox, Halo, and...
Goes to Sony. Okay, yeah, that's it. That's the three. That's the Trinity. Done.
Right. I don't know why I think Nintendo should get God of War.
I don't think Nintendo should get any of this stuff. They don't belong on Nintendo.
Right.
No, sorry. Give Nintendo knack. Let them make it right.
I do think Star Fox looks good on the Xbox.
Dude, that would look so good on Xbox.
Imagine it in 4K.
I'm going to poop.
What about you, Diego? Let us know in the forums.
Oh, wow.
Julian Vega asks us, Team Cake or Team Ice Cream? The question from the Splatfest, obviously Team Ice Cream. Anybody who's not Team Ice Cream can just unfollow me now.
Yeah, it's definitely Team Ice Cream. And you know what? Xbox could do a lot with Mario Kart too.
Jay from work said he's Team both.
That's a good team. I want to be on that team.
So Musty asks, how do you tackle new-to-you libraries? I pick out console exclusives that are must-plays for me that look exciting. So actually, Xbox is the best example. I owned for the Xbox 360 every game I will probably ever own for the Xbox 360 before I bought it. So I grabbed the JRPGs that I couldn't get anywhere else, and a couple of mainstay franchises that I thought were interesting. The Gears trilogy and Condemned. I heard good things about both.
God, I bought Lost Odyssey for Xbox, and that's it.
I got Lost Odyssey, I got Last Remnant, I got Infinite and Discovery, I got Blue Dragon, I got Beautiful Katamari, which was a gift from Mark.
Oh, yeah, I have that too.
Last Remnant and Tales of Vesperia. I'm probably not going to play the Tales game, so I can probably get rid of that.
That's supposed to be the best one, I think.
Yeah, I don't care. I picked up the JRPGs that I wanted to play that I couldn't get anywhere else, that they bought to say, hey, let's get some JRPG fans to buy Xboxes. And it worked.
But there's
Just
only
at the end of the
one good one.
Right. And then the Gears trilogy, because I wanted to try it. So I sort of look at what exclusives am I interested in, and then I wait to get them cheap. Because at this point, I've waited this long. You know what I mean? So it's not like I'm desperate to play these games. I still have backlogs of consoles that I owned beforehand, but now I can put a little of a delay on this. Like, I can wait and grab them when they're cheap. So
yeah, of course, makes sense.
I wait for them to be cheap, and I only get the ones that I'm interested in. I've actually found that I've almost stopped buying games that are available on multiple consoles to buy just exclusives. Wow. I'm a firm believer in one tool for the job. I don't like multi-tools. So if you are designing a game for a specific console, you are able to better harness the abilities and the power of that console.
Multiplats. You don't play any multiplats?
There are very few that I play or am interested in.
What about the Souls games?
I haven't played a Souls game since they started going on both consoles.
You mean since Demon Souls?
I played Dark Souls 1.
That was multiplat.
And I didn't beat it, and I haven't played one since.
I guess, yeah, let me think. Oh, see, you must have some multiplats that you play.
Overwatch is the only one I could think of, and
Anthem
that
one? Isn't that multiplat?
No, Odin Sphere is not. It's PS4, PS2. Wow. I
can't believe you have the 360 mirror.
It was a gift from Mark as well.
Oh, and the PS3.
But and this isn't related to Musty's question, but I'm finding that games designed for multiple consoles just don't speak to me. Games designed so Rise.
That can't be right.
Rise, Son of Rome, designed exclusively for Xbox. Looks great, plays great, feels great.
Get out of here.
Order 1886, designed exclusively for PlayStation. Looks great, feels great, plays great.
Yeah.
Any game, and I find the more multi-platform, Mass Effect Andromeda, multi-plat game, came with problems. Imagine if they were able to focus all of their attention on one console.
Final Fantasy 15, multi-plat.
It's one of the, I said there are a few, but it's one of the few.
Well, I only buy a few.
Well, I find that I'm more drawn to exclusive titles than I am games that are spread out all over the place. I'd rather you give me something that you focused on.
Huh. You know what? A lot of my list is too.
Yeah. I'm not surprised. It's the best stuff. I mean, everything from Nintendo is exclusive. But a lot of my Sony purchases, the only PS4 game I own, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say the only PS4 game I own that's available on multiple consoles is Dragon Age Inquisition, and I can't stand it. But I bought Wolfenstein, and I really enjoyed that, and that's multiple.
Yeah, but you normally wouldn't have bought Wolfenstein.
Yeah. So that anyway, there are a few, but I'm leaning more and more towards I only want to play exclusives.
Huh. You're making a great point.
I have very limited game time.
I can't believe that multi-plat games suck.
They don't all suck. There are some exceptions from,
I know the Souls is the exception. I understand that.
I disagree, but yeah.
They're awesome, and everybody who disagrees is wrong. But you're making a lot of good points.
Yeah. So, next up,
I'm shocked.
Catherine asks, do you binge listen to a band before seeing them live or after? She's currently listening to a lot of Bob Dylan in anticipation. I binge before and after. I binge before so that I can be as familiar with the most of their songs as possible, as sort of a refresher. If I was to go see a Pearl Jam song right now, I would still remember a lot of the big hits that I used to listen to, but I wouldn't remember some of the more obscure stuff like Do the Evolution. So I would binge beforehand to get the most out of the concert, and then afterwards I would binge to try and extend that joy.
How many concerts have you been to?
A few.
I've been to one.
Oh, wow. I've been to a lot more than that. Billy Talent, 3 Days Grace, Tom Petty, Ozzy Osbourne, Rihanna,
Wow.
Disturbed.
My God.
So, I mean, not as many as like Bill or Trav or Jake or even Catherine, it sounds like, but a few.
Yeah.
Tom Petty was pretty good.
When the hell did you see that?
Me came to Halifax.
I'm just blown away at how many concerts people go to see. It's something I.
So, yeah, before and after for me.
All right.
Before to prep and get the most out of the concert, after to extend that joy. I like to try and keep the pleasure going post-event for as long as possible.
Makes sense.
Josh from Frantic Society asks, do you think Nintendo will release an N64 Classic next year and a GameCube Classic the year after? What games do you want on them? I don't think they release either. I don't think the emulation is good enough for either of those. So I think that makes it a problem. And,
No, they could do N64 for sure. They have them on the Virtual Console.
Yeah.
They could do it.
I don't think... I just don't... First off, that controller is too much of a hassle. I don't think the nostalgia is there.
How did they do that for the Virtual Console? How did they do the C button?
They just mapped them differently.
Man, that would have been hard.
I don't think they do it. If anything, I think they re-release the NES Classic again.
I'm expecting that.
I think they rotate those.
They specifically said no more NES Classics for this year. They specifically said it.
I think Jerry from Braceware pointed out that it appears to be the same board in the SNES Mini and the Super Nintendo Mini.
Somebody else pointed that out too.
And I think they just swapped the auto shells and the ROMs on there. I don't think we see... I don't know if they swap the actual... I don't know if they'll change the ROMs, but I don't think we see anything beyond NES and Super NES because those games don't scale as well. They don't look as good. People and the nostalgia's not tied to them as much. People still love the Nintendo and the Super Nintendo.
I disagree.
So you think they're going to happen?
I think 64 will be the last one.
I don't.
I'm expecting a mini 64.
I don't, and I will
this
not
could
buy
be
it. I'll have no
a
interest
CC
in it.
bet.
What games would you want in it? I'm going to say no. No, I say no. We don't see a mini Nintendo 64 next year. I'll do a CC bet.
Okay.
And if I win, you have to stream.
What's with you making people stream things? What am I going to stream? It's got to be a 64 game, I guess.
Star Fox 64 to completion.
Okay.
And if you're right, and they do release a Super Nintendo 60 or an N64 Mini, I will stream
Mario 64. Get the first 5 stars.
Okay. Done.
All right.
What games you want on there? What are they going to put on there?
Mario 64. This is a great question. Wave Race, definitely on there. Probably put Pilot Wings on there to fill it.
You're not even going to hit 10 games.
Oh, sure. Mario Kart. GoldenEye.
How are they going to get GoldenEye?
Oh, yeah.
Sony owns Bond. Microsoft owns Rare.
But they did that GoldenEye. Yeah, you're right. They'll find a way.
Sony won't even do crossplay.
They'll pay for it.
Okay.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Okay.
Probably Banjo-Tooie.
So they're going to pay on
Yoshi's
They're
Story.
going to pay Microsoft a lot.
Kirby and the Crystal Shards. Yeah, there's enough games. I'll probably say 15 games.
All right.
Is what's going to be on there.
I don't think we see it. I don't think it looks as good. I don't think it scales as good. I think it's harder to emulate. And I don't think anybody wants to use that controller.
Mario Party 1, 2, and 3. Oh my god, there's so many games you can put on there.
All right. We'll see.
It's coming, dude. CC Bets went down, Derek.
Because then they got to have 4 controller ports. Which means they got to sell them with 4 controllers.
No, you make people buy them.
Like they made them buy the second controller for the NES class. I don't see it. I don't see it.
Oh, it's coming.
Well,
CC Bets.
we'll figure it out. Do a barrel roll.
Next
up, Retro Pixel. What, if any, title have you tried with very low expectations of enjoying and ended up loving the entire playthrough? Wolfenstein, New Order for me. I loved the trailer for the first one. It made me like the aesthetic. I went into it thinking this is still a first-person shooter, but I love the experience. I loved it so much, I think I should do a podcast on it.
Huh. I can't think of games that I've forced myself to try. I'm very picky about what games.
Tetris. Or Snipper Clips.
But I never played either to completion like he has.
Oh, okay.
And Nier. I didn't think I would like Nier that much. And I was blown away at how much I liked it.
There you go.
So I'll go with Nier.
Buddy Q Dog asks, given that someone in the Cartridge Club has committed a crime and served jail time, who was it and what was his or her crime?
Is this talking about Julian Vega?
No, because remember we talked about last week how somebody's done time? Yeah.
So we were talking about Julian Vega.
Well, I was. So you pick. Who do you think has done time and what have they done?
Probably some sort of... I don't know. I don't like saying people have done things.
Go ahead.
I don't...
Diego did point out that you don't have to have committed a crime to have spent time in jail.
Explain.
Well, you could have spent time in jail as part of a program. You could have been... Even really being in the drunk tank is not committing a crime.
Yes, it is. Isn't public indecency a...
Well, you don't have to. You just have to be drunk.
Public drunkenness?
I don't know.
I have no idea.
I'm going to say that Dean Lasagna has spent time in jail.
Probably dodging customs fees.
It's the reason he lives in Banff now, and it was probably for insider trading.
It could be.
Which is where he gets the money for his collection.
Maybe. I like how you're going.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason that he's so friendly with everybody, why he knows all those secret handshakes, why everybody knows him everywhere, all those trips to Portugal. Dean's got money in offshore accounts that he gained from insider trading, and he has spent a small amount of time in jail, which is where he learned how to bypass all the stuff.
Dude, if anybody's had to flee the country, it's obviously Bram Bucks.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
What has he done?
Yeah.
That he has to leave the country.
Well, okay, yeah.
And he's afraid to vote.
All right.
I don't know what he did, though.
Last question from Jay, Technodork.
Why am I thinking so much about Rambox lately?
I don't know, because you miss him.
I do miss him.
Jay says, is it weird that when I watched P1 blow into his 3DS to dry his waifu, that I could only...
Sorry, what?
Is it weird that when I watched P1 blow into his 3DS to dry his waifu, that I not only maintained eye contact, but kind of liked it?
What?
You have to blow off your wife.
In what game?
Fire Emblem Fates.
Wow.
You show up at your host, and she's like, oh, I should go to the bath, but I'm still wet.
Let me blow
Help
on
dry
you.
me off, and then you blow on her to dry her off.
How are you doing it in the game? Is he waving a towel or something?
No, it's just her face. All you see is her face. You start blowing, and then her hair moves.
So
and she closes
so
her
your
eyes.
character
on the
is
screen.
literally blowing on her.
Well, you don't see a character. You are the character.
But you are blowing on her.
Yes.
It's not insinuating that he's waving a fan or something.
No.
He's standing in front of her, and there's spit coming out of his mouth,
Yeah.
going all over her face.
I don't think it's weird, Jay. I don't think it's weird.
Jay, man, I'm feeling it, dude, but... Oh, man. How are you making eye contact? Were you looking at him while holding the 3DS
Jay sits
like
across
this?
from me, and yeah, I would hold my 3DS like this, and I would look up, and he'd be looking at me, and then I would just keep looking at him while I blew.
Oh, my God! Oh, that's what she said. That is ridiculous.
Yeah. Speaking of, have you heard Derek's supercut of our last episode?
No?
I'll put it on for you. You know what? Rob's not the only one who doesn't go on the forums.
I do not go on the... Me and Rob.
So that's the show, folks.
I should be on the forums.
You should be. Oh, Vintage
I'm
had a
on
question from last week that we missed. Are we worried that Curtis will become more popular than us? No, Curtis is already more popular than us. I hope he becomes even more popular so that I can justify all of the Curtis paraphernalia that I have in my house. I am the head of the Curtis fandom.
I assumed we weren't even on the same level.
Yeah. I think Vintage should be worried that Curtis has already become more popular than him.
He said Portable being more popular than Prime.
Oh, yeah, I'm not worried about that either.
Me neither. I think it's great.
Because I love portable game. I love portable gaming. I'm just excited to play some of the games.
Yeah, I just want anytime the club gets bigger, we all win.
That's right. An engorged club is a happy club.
That's right.
So that's the show, folks. If you're listening to this on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Play, please head over to www.cartridgeclub.org where you can check out this and other great podcast videos and blogs from our community. If you are already a member of the Cartridge Club, you can head to www.patreon.com/cartridgeclub where you can donate as much or as little as you like, and every cent donated goes to improving the club. I am Player 1.
I am Player 2.
CC Unite.